Today I'm going to demonstrate a self-locking band and where we actually use it, why we use them. Self-locking band is actually a flat aluminum wire band that fits snugly around the top rail or the line post. And when you twist them or when you bend them over, they actually don't leave anything out to possibly snag clothing or possibly injure a kid. So that's why we like to use them. They are a tad bit more money as for the material cost, but it sure does give the end product a much better look for a residential household or a playground area where there's a lot of kids involved. Okay, so that's actually where we actually use a lot of them, or in playground areas, high traffic areas where pedestrians are available or around, and then mostly on residential jobs. So I'm going to demonstrate how I put one on. And basically you hang on to the long part of the tie and you flip the other part over the top, and I'll hang on to it right here, and this part here will catch this part of the diamond, the close side of the diamond of the wire there. So then I'm just holding it, pulls it right on over the top, and she pulls right on over. Okay, now after I get it that far, I got to take my pliers and I do my first little bend, and then I bend it one more time a little bit further, and then it's just a matter of tapping it over. Okay, make a nice clean finish. Okay, nothing to hook, no hook sticking out. Them round hook ties will typically have a hook sticking out where you're twisting them over the wire and you're twisting them down here. It just takes a lot more time if they do the tie correctly. I mean, most people that tie a hook tie don't even realize they're twisting it wrong. They, according to ASTM anyway, they want 2 twists on each side of the hook, or on each side of the tie. You need to twist it 2 times. Most contractors will only hook it once and just spin it one time around and leave it at that. Well, those have a tendency to come off a lot easier. It leaves a bigger hook sticking out where a pedestrian might could hang hook on it. In regards to the cost of these ties being a little bit more expensive, well, actually they're over twice as expensive as a hook tie, over that. But in the realm of a whole backyard job that's typically maybe 150, 200 feet, you're talking maybe $30 difference at the most. Okay, you're going to save some of it back by saving in installation labor, but the best part where you're going to get is the customer satisfaction. And that by far will sell the job if you can show them this before you sell it. Once again, I'm going to try to sell this job with these ties on it instead of a hook tie. And once again, as I mentioned earlier, that they are a little bit more money, but the customers sure do love them. We use it as a signature of our fence company. And there's nobody else in our area at this point that use these ties, but they hold so much better. They look so much better. And typically I'll get a job, a lot of times I'll get a job just because I'm putting these bands on instead of a hook tie. People just don't like the appearance of a hook tie if they know what the difference is. Once again, I'm going to show how you put these flat ties on, these flat bands, and I'm just going to hook her quickly here. Hook it and pull it into it so it goes over the top. Take my pliers and I'm going to bend it, and hit it. That's all the quicker it is right there. And this tie is done. I can do one more. I got one more here, and I got one more spot I can put one more. So basically you're just going to pull it over. It goes over the top of it, pinch it, bend it, and hit it. And she's done.